Hi Virgo, thank you so much for tuning in. This is your weekly snippet for the week of the 29th of May till the 4th of June. And it is just going to give you a general overview of the energies and maybe the messages that are going to be important to you this week. So let's have a look. Virgo, we build it around your oracle cards. So we've got the Angel Answers card here. So this card is saying within the next few months. So if you've been waiting for something, it will happen within the next few months. Or if you're hoping for something significant, and you will see which area this applies to in your life. Because the general reading, it can apply to any area. And you will know by the type of message which area it is. It will resonate with you, with that in that area. And you also have go outside. You have been indoors too long, go outside and get some fresh air. So, important message, particularly as the weather in the northern hemisphere is getting better. For all of us, just to take some time out, just to go outside and enjoy. And it could also be related to self-care, by the way, this card. Just looking after yourself, getting new inspiration from being outdoors, connecting with nature, all those things. So we're going to have a look how the tarot is fitting in with these two guidance cards that you have here already. And just remember that if you want to have more personal information, it's best to have a look at the options on my website for private readings. So it's tarotforlifecoaching.com, and the links will be below. So let's have a look, Virgo, how this is going to find out for you. It's been on my eye for a bit. So you have the Ace of Cups. We begin with that. So you are starting this week maybe with a sense of feeling a little bit depleted, like emotionally. The cups really relate to emotional life. And the Ace is a start, so it feels like it's a number one. So it feels like there's a start. There should be a start, or it should be a new love, or there should be a new connection with somebody or something. And but actually, it's not. It hasn't so far materialized, and it feels depleted. Your energy is running out of the cup here. So that is the energy you're coming into the week with, and. So this may relate to your love relationship, but it could as well be related to your work in a general reading, like something you used to really enjoy at work, but it's gone empty, it's gone flat. And so we have the King of Swords here related with this. And in reverse, so the King of Swords is a very strong communicator, somebody who really can argue his or her case, but is balanced with it. It's not... It is in upright position. The King of Swords is a mediator. It's a very strong ability to understand people's opinions and feelings, and knows how to communicate. It's got a lot of wisdom there, a lot of wisdom here with this card. Now, the card, if you feel like your cup of love, your love cup, if you want to call it that, has been depleted early in the week, then the cards are really warning you to stay balanced with it and not to start communicating in a harsh way, because you really need to see it from a balanced position rather than a position where you act impulsively or you say things that you don't mean. Because once we've said it, you can't take it back anymore, and we can hurt people like that. And there's a possibility that you could do that this early week. There's a possibility that you could communicate too harshly. Maybe you are right about what you want to communicate, but it's about finding that balance and using your wisdom, because if you don't use your wisdom, it can come across really harshly. And so you also have the Six of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords is often refers to a transitional phase, and it tells me that you want to transition, you want to move on with something, and it may well relate to this situation where the love has gone out of it, or you feel like it is, or you can't get hold of it. And the Six of Swords here in reverse tell me that you want to move on from it, but you are a bit restricted. And maybe that frustration is going to cause you difficulties in how you communicate. But the advice stays the same. You need to communicate in a balanced way. That's the advice of the tarot here. You know, you can't just move on. It may not be the right time yet. And if you want to move on, or if you're hoping that it will get better somehow, then I would suggest that within the next few months, that you need a little bit of patience here, that you are in this transitional stage here, and it's not going to happen overnight, but there is obviously a movement here that things will get better within the next few months if it doesn't feel imbalanced for you. And this is the Five of Cups here in reverse for you, and it really advises you to focus on the positives, because it's a card where you see this lady or this person is in a state of regret. She is looking at all the cups that have fallen over. Love seems to not be there, can't connect with it, feeling out of touch, feeling in quite a dark space. But at the same time, there is a clear doorway where this person could actually leave that situation, doesn't have to look at the cups, but is choosing to do so if you don't watch out. Now, in your situations in reverse, so the advice is very strongly to say, I'm going to look away from maybe the sadness that I'm feeling, or the upset about the situation that has been said, and I'm going to look and move on from this. You know, I'm choosing to look at the positives in life. And that is what that card is advising you to do. And then if you do that, and the Prince of Swords is saying, then you can move on a lot more, you know, and also you can use your communication here in upright position to resolve issues. The Prince of Swords is an active, forward-moving energy, because princes are young energies, and he wants adventure, he wants to go outdoors, he wants to achieve things, he is ambitious, he wants to communicate his feelings, you know, he's a strong communicator. And yeah, there is something to say about looking forward to all the positives and communicating your thoughts and feelings in a balanced but enthusiastic way here, you know. And maybe you have to communicate with people that are difficult or are stopping you from going forward. And this card is saying, no, you can do it. You just need to use your mental ability, that's one, and also your communication skills. But with a strong mental ability, you can go forward here as well. And then we finish with the Queen of Cups, which is a beautiful, motherly, caring, soft energy. So the love is coming back into your life. It shows it here. It really is a very beautiful, caring, nurturing, loving, relating to others, relating to yourself type energy. So if this is something to do with how you feel inside yourself, then you will start to feel that love connection again in your heart. But if it relates to another person in your life and you feel like you have not connected on a love relationship, then you felt like it's been drained and it's been unfruitful and sad, then, you know, we're moving towards a much more stable energy here with the Queen of Cups, and a much more positive feel about your connection with that person. Or maybe it relates to your work relationships, and you start to feel in love again with what you're doing and where you are, well, just basically where your heart is, you know. Now this card reading is also saying within the next few months. So this process could take a little bit longer than a snapshot of the week. But it is good to know that it is here. And if you have a wish in your heart to manifest some of this positive energy, more stable love energy in your life, then just keep working on it. Keep looking at the positives. Watch how you express yourself. Do it carefully and with tact. And then you can find that stable, more loving environment, you know. So it's happening within the next few months anyway. So this is very good. In the meantime, the advice is to go outdoors and to enjoy being with people and being in nature, and get new perspectives, because it's saying go outdoors and get some fresh air, and symbolically, obviously, that can also mean like getting new perspectives and it distance yourself a little bit from a situation so that you have opening in your heart for a new way of looking at it. Now you have, as the overall energy, you've got the 10 of Pentacles, and this is a beautiful overall energy which actually shines on you and gives you I would say material fulfillment, because the 10 is a number of completion. It is it relates to having a completion and a fulfillment on a material level. Could be in your home environment, could be work-wise, could be a project, could be your finances, that you've achieved a certain level and you have worked extremely hard for it, because all these pentacles need hard work, and you have invested and created this feel of prosperity now. And it's not necessarily obviously in money, but it can be. But it can also be just prosperity in the sense of how you are in yourself, how you feel, how balanced you feel on the earthly element level. And it's in upright position, so it's shining on you. It's like a huge, I feel like it's a huge achievement, you know, to come there and to have achieved that. And so the promise here is a much more stable, I would say, emotional and material environment for you over the coming months. And you may well start to see the progression. This is probably why it's coming in this week already. Like, this may well be the seed of it, and it may progress over the coming months to the level that you desire. So very lovely reading, Virgo. So I wish you a beautiful week ahead with this prospect in mind. And I hope to see you soon again. And thank you so much for watching. It's so much appreciated. Hope to see you soon.